As men, we often find ourselves caught in the hustle of life chasing success, proving ourselves, and trying to meet external expectations. But at some point, many of us realize that all the achievements and accolades in the world can't bring us peace or stability. Stoicism, the ancient philosophy of endurance, wisdom, and rationality, offers the antidote to this restless pursuit. Yet, too many men come to understand Stoic lessons only in the latter stages of their lives. But even then, it's not too late to cultivate a mindset that makes you truly unshakable. The Stoics teach us that while we can control our actions, thoughts, and responses, we have no control over external events. Too many men waste their lives dwelling on what has passed or obsessing over the uncertain future. Epictetus said, "We are not disturbed by what happens, but by our thoughts about what happens." To become unshakable, men must stop allowing their past regrets or future anxieties to dictate their peace of mind. Instead, focus on what you can control, the present. By letting go of attachments to outcomes, you free yourself to act with clarity and calmness. Don't let anger ruin your life. Emotions are mastered, not suppressed too often. Men let their anger, frustration, and impatience control their actions. This unchecked emotional response leads to rash decisions, damaged relationships, and wasted time. The Stoics, however, teach us to acknowledge our emotions without letting them define us. Marcus Aurelius often wrote about the importance of controlling one's reactions, saying, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." The Stoic way is not to suppress emotion, but to observe it with detachment and choose your response wisely. Becoming unshakable means realizing that you are the master of your emotional state. Nothing outside of you can disturb your inner peace unless you let it. In the pursuit of success, failure is inevitable. But where many men falter is in how they respond to failure. Instead of viewing failure as a defeat, the Stoics see it as an opportunity to learn. "What stands in the way becomes the way," said Marcus Aurelius. When faced with adversity, the resilient man finds strength, not in avoiding pain but in facing it head-on. The ability to bounce back from hardship is a fundamental aspect of becoming unshakable. Life will throw challenges your way, but true strength lies in how you rise after each fall. Stoic practice teaches that the greatest virtue is not to avoid difficulties, but to meet them with courage and wisdom. One of the hardest lessons to learn, but one of the most liberating, is to accept that some things are simply out of your hands. The Stoics remind us that the universe moves according to its own rules, and we cannot dictate every event in our lives. Instead of fighting the inevitable, learn to embrace what comes. Seneca writes, "It is not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste a lot of it." When men resist what cannot be changed, they waste energy and peace. By practicing acceptance and focusing only on what you can control, you free yourself from unnecessary mental and emotional burdens. In a society obsessed with money, status, and external validation, many men measure their worth by what they own, or how they're perceived. However, Stoicism teaches that true success is found in virtual living in harmony with reason, wisdom, courage, and justice. These internal qualities are the only things you can truly control. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts." Men who focus on developing virtuous character will find themselves unshakable in the face of external circumstances. By practicing virtue daily, you become your own measure of success, independent of what others think or how the world turns. Another Stoic lesson many men learn too late is the importance of seeking wisdom instead of external validation. Many men spend their lives trying to impress others, only to realize that true fulfillment comes from within. Wisdom, according to the Stoics, is the highest form of good because it aligns us with nature's order and helps us live in accordance with reason. The pursuit of knowledge, whether philosophical, practical, or emotional, is the path to mastery. By focusing on cultivating wisdom rather than seeking approval, men can attain a deeper sense of inner peace and confidence. Becoming unshakable in any situation. Perhaps the most sobering but profound Stoic lesson is the recognition that death is inevitable. Marcus Aurelius repeatedly reminded himself of the fleeting nature of life. You could leave life right now. Let that determine what you do and say and think. By contemplating mortality, we are reminded to live fully and with intention. Men who accept the reality of death are better equipped to focus on what truly matters and not squander their time on trivial pursuits. This recognition frees us to act with purpose, to be unshakable in our commitment to our values. 1. Stoic lesson that men often learn too late is the importance of surrounding themselves with virtuous people. A man's character is often shaped by his relationships, and the Stoics emphasized the importance of fellowship with those who share your values. To become unshakable, men must build a network of individuals who challenge them to grow and stay true to their principles. But in times of trial, these relationships provide support and wisdom. The Stoics didn't believe in isolation. Rather, they knew that strong, supportive relationships are a source of strength in navigating life's difficulties. In conclusion, the The Stoic path is one of constant learning, self-improvement, and inner peace. The lessons shared here are the foundation of becoming a truly unshakable man. Through self-discipline, emotional control, resilience, and wisdom, you can cultivate a life that is not swayed by the fluctuations of fortune or the opinions of others. Though many men come to these realizations too late, it's never truly too late to start. Embrace the Stoic philosophy today, and you'll find that the things that once shook you no longer have the power to do so.